Clear radar, 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 58. There's a freeze warning in effect right now. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. A woman is dead and a man is in the hospital, Indianapolis police say, after a high-speed chase ended this morning in a collision with the semi-truck. This happened near West Raymond and South Harding streets on the near southwest side of the city. Police say the man was driving the car and wanted on several felony warrants and ignored attempts to pull him over. Last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Final score tonight in double overtime. The Indiana Pacers fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder 141-135.
That's Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network. Ben Matherin led the team with 36 points but fouled out. Pascal Siakam had a big game as well. Indiana takes on Memphis on the road Saturday. Child exploitation is one of the several criminal charges against a man from Pendleton. Here's John Herrick.
The Hamilton County Metro ICAC Task Force says they started investigating Jonathan Wesley Paternal after getting a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The cyber tip submitted by Snapchat is one that police say showed 5 files of suspected child sex abuse material involving prepubescent children. Police say they would go on to find more than 200 files of child sex abuse material at Paternal's home. He was arrested on Thursday and taken to the Madison County Jail. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the 2025 Bands of America Super Regional takes place at Lucas Oil Stadium today and tomorrow. We're talking about 92 high schools from 11 states battling for a title. And then, of course, on Sunday, the Indianapolis Colts host the Tennessee Titans at 4:25. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Friday morning at 6:04.
When people think sleep apnea, they think CPAP. Now at Advent, we do all we can to help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine. And most sleep apnea sufferers who come to Advent are going to be able to avoid a CPAP altogether. Our unique Advent approach using simple in-office solutions can get your nose working and throat open all under one roof. You see, the root of every snoring and obstructive sleep apnea problem lies within the throat, nose, or both. At Advent, we know when we get the nose and throat working properly, most snoring and sleep apnea problems will subside. And we have the most simple and convenient, ultra-effective in-office solutions that can do just that. And this is why people have traveled by planes, trains, and automobiles from corners of the world you would never think of to find the sleep apnea and snoring relief you won't find elsewhere.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. AdventKnows.com. Most insurance accepted.
Hey, watch out on the west side this morning. We have an intersection closed and a big one. It's Harding Street at Raymond. That is shut down right now because of a fatal crash. In the meantime, northbound 65 looks pretty good through the construction. Not bad at all as we make our way up 465 into the south split through that narrow construction zone. That's okay here for the moment. And westbound 70 going from downtown to the airport. 9-minute trip from the West Street on out to the airport collector. Looking good, guys. Traffic sponsored by King's Hawaiian Sliders. Eli Manning reminds you there's nothing like football and King's Hawaiian Sliders. King's Hawaiian Sliders make you a winner on game day. Pick them up this weekend in the bakery or deli section of your grocery store. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Drew Narsuda, Swiss TV meteorologist. What are we finding?
Yeah, we're finding some frost widespread around the region this morning. A little bit cooler than it was yesterday in the morning hours, so more frost to deal with. I don't think you're going to be scraping like a madman outside this morning trying to get your car ready, but it certainly is going to be one where there will likely be the first or second use of that scraper out there. By the afternoon, we are warm and sunny outside, high temperatures in the upper 50s. And while tomorrow and the next couple of days become cloudy, it looks like showers will not really increase in amount until early next week. So overall, a kind of dull but good weekend coming our way.
By the way, Scraping Like a Madman was the name of my metal band in college.
There you go.
Tried to get.
I wish I could give you a funny quip or something, but just it's too early.
No, just nothing from Drew Narsuda. Just going to be.
No, maybe try me next week. I'm back next week.
Okay, we'll Well, now we'll look forward to that. Put on your calendars, people.
planned, yeah.
What is that, Tuesday?
Yeah, get ready.
Is that going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday?
No, Friday.
Friday. Oh, you got a whole week to gear up, everybody. Pencil it in. Wear your Sunday best.
Yeah, let's see. I'll start thinking of what crazy word I can use. I was thinking of saying great googly moogly this morning, but I'll save it for next week maybe.
Would you? You know what?
Yeah.
Save it for the week after.
Oh, okay. I don't think I'll be doing the radio show, but
exactly.
maybe I'll make a surprise appearance. Okay.
There it is.
I get it now. All right.
This guy.
This guy.
How awkward did I make it? Was that good? Was that ever? Because I was trying, everybody. All right. Drew Narsutis, thank you, man. Appreciate you. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. Indianapolis Council suggesting human resources changes after harassment review. That is the headline from Wish TV. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What's going on? Then there's a story over at Fox 59 that the council receives follow-up report on the sexual harassment scandal of Thomas Carl Cook. The very creepy deputy mayor to Joe Hogsett. Very creepy. We said so here from the beginning. He was the guy who wouldn't let Hogsett on the show. He takes pictures of himself in Hogsett, and he's giving the camera the middle finger. We talked about all of it. Would photobomb me when I was at a Pacers game. Super, super weird dude. And now we know he was sexually harassing anybody who worked for him. Right? That's what we know about Thomas Carl Cook. The story here is that this is a guy who was sending these improper text messages, engaging in basically power dynamics. Then, with somebody he was having a relationship with, he was recommending jobs or opportunities for the city. She was seeing if things could work for the city. He was getting now, as a private consultant or lawyer, getting paid for these things. It was all ugly. It's still ugly. The amount of corruption in Joe Hogsett's administration. Joe Hogsett is corrupt. That is the overarching discussion here. And still, to date, only 5 members of the city county council asking for his resignation, and not a single quote-unquote feminist in Indianapolis standing up with an organization or just by themselves to say he's got to go. The women who were abused, the women who were harassed, they say he's got to go. And then there was a report that came out that basically brushed them under the rug. So now they have received at the council a follow-up report from the Chicago law firm that was investigating these sexual harassment allegations that were lodged against Thomas Carl Cook, the improper relationships that he had inside Hogsett's 2015 mayoral campaign within the administration. Then he got hired back to help Hogsett win re-election a third time. The Fisher-Phillips report saying that Hogsett responded within city policies. Sure. Maybe it's the policy's fault. That's it. It's not the fault of that non-man. It's not the fault of Joe Hogsett. It's the fault of the policies, which takes us to the council suggesting human resources changes. The only change is to mayor and all the top deputies who knew everything and said nothing because power was more important than these women. That's the human resources change. And we're not getting that. We're going to get some nonsense. Well, we changed the line in the code, and that's going to make everything better. Please don't ask us to take you seriously or this city seriously. Don't tell us about leadership. Holy cow. I will have more on this story throughout the day. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick. Eli Lilly and Company strikes a deal with an Indian company at 6:32. Brought to you by the proud members of the Indiana Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions who build Indiana. We are LIUNA.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with 0 down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. 0 down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things. Like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, on the west side, stay away from Harding and Raymond. That is the scene of an earlier fatal crash, and that intersection is shut down right now. So we check out Boone County coming in from southbound 65. Looking good right now from State Road 39 to the Dogleg 865. No interruptions, no delays for the moment. Traffic sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 34 degrees. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. In the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Let's go!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
What if the next time you painted your home was the last time you painted your home?
Our Rhino Shield has been on for 8 years.
Rhino Shield. Call 888-RHINO-41. Don't paint, don't vinyl. Go Rhino.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
President Trump heading out to Asia. It will be a multi-day trip, including the meeting with President Xi Jinping. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Is this going to be the trade deal trip? I'm going to say, only because why would I think a deal is going to get done after one meeting? It's not that there haven't been other meetings and lower level meetings with Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, or Rubio, Secretary of State, Lutnick in Commerce. Those are still high level meetings. It's just not Trump-Xi. So I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. What I do know is that President Trump has terminated trade talks with Canada. Now, this story is fascinating. The Canadians, of course, are not happy with you. I'm sorry, they're not happy with Trump, and therefore not happy with America. Who do you think you are with your tariffs? Well, I'm not a fan of tariffs. But it is very clear that the United States can destroy the Canadian economy with tariffs. I mean, this is the concern, right? Trump wants better trade deals. Trump wants more done with fentanyl, the whole thing. Maybe you would have been better off with Polyev. Maybe you should have voted for the conservative, but you voted for the same liberal, Mark Carney. You have no control over the provinces whatsoever. These people don't know how to act. Certainly don't know how to deal with Trump. And here we are. They are infuriated in Canada. So there has been some softening and some conversations, and Trump seemingly, from at least what we could see, a nice relationship with Mark Carney, the prime minister. And things were moving nicely. Then the Canadians create an ad. Now, it wasn't all of the Canadians. It was out of the government of Ontario. And this is it. Listen.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens.
It's showing photos of America, the New York Stock Exchange, farmers, suburban America, waving of the American flag, and the voice you hear is that of Ronald Reagan. So they do this whole 60-second ad about how tariffs are bad.
Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. America's jobs and growth are at stake.
And then it ends with Ontario, Canada. The Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation, they put out a statement saying the ad uses selective audio and that, quote, the ad misrepresents the presidential radio address and the government of Ontario did not seek nor receive permission to use and edit the remarks. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. President Trump putting out on Truth Social, the Ronald Reagan Foundation has just announced that Canada has fraudulently used an advertisement, which is fake, featuring Ronald Reagan speaking negatively about tariffs. The ad was for $75,000. They only did this to interfere with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court and other courts. Based on their egregious behavior, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated. Also, screw your syrup. That's what he said. He wrote it. I read it, and you can't tell me that I just made that part up because I won't believe you. He said that, Matt Bear. He said, I don't want to hear about your fancy syrups or your kind-hearted nature. That's what he said. Also, let me tell you what I think about hockey. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. And then he ended with
F these people.
So he was very serious, as you well know. Don't listen. When President Trump gets on a roll, all the syrup is off the table.
I'm getting out of the way.
Right. You just move. Step out the way.
In my corner.
Now the trade negotiations will go back on because, of course, they will. And you could argue that Ontario doesn't care because if they can engage a hit that can move the populace, what does it all matter? The conversation about the Supreme Court is decisions being made about whether or not the president has the unilateral authority based on certain pieces of legislation, based on certain acts, to enact these tariffs. Can he do this solo? That's the question. I could be of any mind of this. You could argue that the president has this authority. You could argue that if this is indeed tax policy, therefore that has to go as an act of Congress, that has to be passed by the House. That's where it has to originate, via the Constitution. So there's a couple of arguments here. I could be swayed in multiple directions of what is and what isn't acceptable. You know, some people, they think they absolutely know. They don't absolutely know. They just absolutely hate Trump, and that is not a sustainable argument. That's the argument of the people who are angry and bitter who might show up at your Thanksgiving table. My advice is don't invite them and don't go. I'm telling you now, a month ahead of time, don't invite them and don't go. We'll get into that. We'll also get into Halloween, because you know Halloween's coming. Halloween's coming, and people do dumb things. Like they dress up like creepy clowns, Matt Bear.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that. So we have here a series of public service announcements for anybody considering this.
And now a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I will make you suffer pain so unimaginable. You will wiggle and beg and pray for the gift of death. Eventually, I will give you that gift. But when you wake up in hell, you won't find peace because I'll be there waiting for you again.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
We're just trying to help.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to do. So make sure people get the message. Canada might get the message. If you want to play this game, it's not going to work. It's not going to be unresponded to. If you say, hey, this was a good subversive ad and it gets people talking about the problem with tariffs, okay. If you're talking about a misrepresentation of Reagan, not okay. And if the objective was to try and think that you could somehow knock Trump off his game, good Lord, this was a swing and a miss. And now you're getting swung at, Canada. Tim Hortons is pretty good, though. I'll give you that. It's very good, actually. It's delicious. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Look at that south side, northbound 65. Slow before Raymond into the south split because of construction. And looking at the west side, avoid Raymond Street at Harding. That is the scene of end of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. And that intersection is to be avoided for, no timetable on when it's going to reopen. But the police are doing their investigation right now. So again, that's Raymond at Harding. Please stay clear. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
The deals are at Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. You should go right now. I don't even know what you're waiting for. You don't have to go to work. No. All right, maybe you have to go to work after work or this weekend. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. They have got the deals on your next car, on your next truck, on your next fleet vehicle, on your next electric vehicle, and there are some incredible deals. A Ford F-150 for 3.9% APR or lease for $401 a month. It's your choice. You can get a new Bronco Sport for just $381 a month. I own a Bronco Sport. It is fantastic. You're going to love it. Get more before it's gone. And they've got routine maintenance plans available. Keeps things simple and convenient. With Andy Moore Ford, everything is simple and convenient. The entire team is just terrific. You're going to walk in, you're going to say, Tony Katz sent me. You're going to be able to take a look at everything on the lot. The pressure is non-existent. You're going to be able to make the deal that works for you, and a service department that lets you know that your vehicle is always going to be taken care of perfectly. You can even schedule online. They'll come pick up your car, service it, bring it right back to you. Andy Moore Ford in Plainfield. Good people. You're going to enjoy the experience. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at Andy Moore Ford. That's MOHR, AndyMooreFord.com.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The national debt tops $38 trillion.
It was just $36 trillion in January. Join us Friday, 9 to noon on 93 WIBC.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course. And it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Stuck in a job that just isn't getting it done? Maybe it's time to go for IT. Whether you're just starting out, switching careers, or a military veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you launch a rewarding career in IT in months. No prior experience needed. Why spend years getting a traditional degree when your future in IT can start right now? Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Your most powerful upgrade? Your career. Go for it. Go for IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
So, where's the lake?
Not here.
But it says Great Lakes Honda of Fishers.
Right. I just don't see a lake.
Well, who needs a lake when you can lease a 2026 HR-VLX all-wheel drive for $309 a month and 0 down?
That definitely won't soak our bank account.
Oh, it's the old Honda of Fishers.
Great Lakes, great people, great cars.
But no actual lake. Visit our showroom off State Road 37 today. Tax and title fees not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only. 10,000 miles a year. Not combinable with other offers. Loyalty or conquest rebates may apply. Offer ends October 31st. See dealer for details.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
The president is angry with Canadian TV ads. Clear radar, 36 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 58. There's a freeze warning in effect across central Indiana right now. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:30. President Trump said he was ending trade talks with Canada Thursday after they created an ad that included anti-tariff comments from former President Ronald Reagan. On Truth Social, Trump posted,
"They only did this to interfere with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court and other courts. The tariffs are very important to the national security and economy of the USA. Based on their egregious behavior, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated."
That's Fox's Doug Luzader. The president had set tariffs on steel, aluminum, and auto imports from Canada. ESPN commentator Stephen A. Smith blamed the president for a federal gambling investigation that ended Thursday with the arrest of 3 NBA figures, including a Hall of Famer and a Miami Heat point guard. Kash Patel responded to Smith's comments last night.
"I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crime."
Patel speaking with Fox News. Smith said athletes have gotten in trouble with law enforcement before, but he hasn't seen the FBI director get involved or hold a press conference about investigations. 3 airports hit with ground stops or delays Thursday, all blamed on staffing shortages tied to the ongoing federal government shutdown.
The average delays of 30 minutes hit Reagan National in Washington, D.C. first, followed by Newark Liberty.
And then New York's LaGuardia halting all departures. The FAA says there's a medium chance the delays could continue as shortages ripple through major control centers nationwide. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says staffing-related delays have jumped from 5% to more than 50% during the shutdown, which is now in its 24th day. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Eli Lilly and Company has entered into an agreement with India-based drug maker Cipla to sell its blockbuster weight loss drug tirzepatide under a different brand name. Tirzepatide is the active ingredient in Lilly's popular Mounjaro, which is approved for use in adults with type 2 diabetes, and Zepbound, which is approved for chronic weight management for adults with obesity. Under the agreement, Cipla will market the drug under the brand name Your Peak. Lilly will continue to manufacture the drug. Tanco Terminals is expanding its liquid barge facility at ports of Indiana Jeffersonville to meet rising demand for blended fertilizers in southern Indiana and northern Kentucky. The $750,000 expansion includes the construction of two 45,000-gallon tanks designed to support Premier Ag, a Seymour-based regional cooperative and new customer of Tanco Terminals. You're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America are men and women building roads and bridges to get Hoosiers where they're going today and a new energy infrastructure that will keep Indiana competitive tomorrow. LIUNA's over 12,000 statewide members also grow local economies, earning good union wages, shopping where they live and work, and paying taxes. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Indiana University is shaping the future of healthcare with Hoosiers in mind. Advancing discoveries that become treatments for Alzheimer's, obesity, cancer, and rare diseases, and training the providers trusted to deliver them. From the lab to your local clinic, IU powers medical breakthroughs and the talent behind them. Discover how IU is solving what's next at iu.edu/impact.
Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology is leading a new multi-institutional effort funded by the National Science Foundation to improve mentorship and research opportunities for undergraduate engineering students. The 3-year, nearly $700,000 federal grant will establish a collaboration network that Rose-Hulman will lead and includes Georgia Tech, Lawrence Technological University in Michigan, Baylor University in Texas, and the University of Washington, Tacoma. Cornix, a woman-owned biotechnology startup from Bloomington that focuses on innovative antivirulence solutions, received the grand prize at the 16th CADE Prize for Inventivity. That was October 14th in Gainesville, Florida, after giving a live pitch in the final round of the competition. Named after the lead inventor of Gatorade, the CADE Prize celebrates early-stage companies with innovative ideas and commercial potential. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
Yeah, Gary, stay away from Harding at Raymond Street on the west side. That was the scene of a fatal crash earlier this morning, and police are doing an investigation. Crash on the west side. This is 10th Beachway. Also, northbound 65 slows on the south side. Raymond into the south split because of road construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36.
All right, Tony, good morning. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Indiana Pacers 141-135 in double overtime in the home opener last night. Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle briefly, and I mean briefly, addressed the calls by the refs that went against his team.
They just kept marching to the free throw line. When that happens, it takes the pace out of the game. It becomes more difficult to get shots. They shot 51 free throws, and there's at least 25 times where we're unable to get any tempo going.
Ben Mathurin scored 36 points. The Pacers are in Memphis Saturday. The NFL's leading rusher is Colts running back Jonathan Taylor, and he'll head into Sunday's game with the Tennessee Titans, knowing that his team is sticking together, and that's why they're in first place.
That plays a big role. It's tough to bring in a lot of new faces and expect to be firing on all cylinders.
If you're going to the game Sunday, remember 425 Kicks. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus, get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
Our electric bills have increased as much as $50 each month. Governor Mike Braun is driving bills even higher. Instead of helping families, Governor Braun is doubling down on costly coal, gas, and nuclear. That means more pricey power plants that Hoosiers like us have to pay for. Utilities get richer, we pay more. Something has to give. Go to StopMikesHikes.com today to send Governor Braun a message. Hoosiers need affordable energy, not a blank check for greedy utilities. Paid for by Citizens Action Coalition.
Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
30 to 50% off all container trees and shrubs at Sundown Gardens in Westfield, 186th Street and Spring Mill Road, sundown.gardens.com.
We still haven't heard anything regarding the response from the City County Council on the AES updates or the agreement, if you will, on power. Still have not heard anything about that. But I do want to make sure that I'm on record that this idea of the city purchasing AES is a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea because cities can't run power companies. They can't. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to do these things. They can borrow money, they can take money, they can utilize money, they can spend money. They can do all of those things. And they can prop things up because they have the capacity of theft. But the idea that somehow you who has AES, I don't have AES, will have better service, you'll have better rates if the power company is centralized? I mean, that's crazy. It's a ridiculous nonsense thought. And I think it's important to knock it directly out of our heads. You may be opposed to the idea of, let's say, a BlackRock purchase. Okay. But we can't allow ourselves to lose our minds and think, well, the answer is the city. The city can't do this. The city can't fill potholes. The city can't plow snow. The city can't stop women from being harassed. What makes anybody think the city can run an energy company? It's a terrible idea. I am not saying there aren't other ideas. I'm not saying you should just be like, nope, this is the way it is, and that's it. The last thing we want is centralized power. On this concept, I just want to make sure we've all got our wits. How do you engage the lowering of energy costs? How do you engage the fight properly against energy companies that think they can raise willy-nilly and have these partners that accept it, which brings us back to the IURC, this Utility Regulatory Commission, and the new people are going to go on and what it is that we expect from them. Being involved in that process, being loud about that process. Oh, I like that. But you should be smart and loud. It's got to be a twofer. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Holy cow! Another beautiful play for Indiana.
A new coach, a new team, a new energy in Bloomington.
You're going to see a bunch of guys that are all about winning. They play incredibly hard.
Coach Darren DeVries is ready to write the next chapter in Hoosier basketball.
We love what I think the fans are going to be able to see in terms of how we approach every game.
IU basketball is back, and it starts now against Baylor Sunday at 1 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Technology Recyclers is the safe and ethical choice for your computer and electronics recycling. R2 certified, 100% landfill free, guaranteed destruction of data, and absolutely free pickups. Visit tech-recyclers.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wealth Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond is worthy of a Shane Company engagement ring. Our team travels the world to see diamonds in person and handpick each one. That type of dedication only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. No matter your budget, your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches, just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Traffic on the fives. Matthew Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Yeah, Tony, a fatal crash from earlier this morning has closed Harding Street and Raymond Street. Ryan's going to have more on that coming up at 7:02 here this morning. But right now, continue to avoid, if you would, please. Looking at northbound 65, that slows Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction and a crash on the west side. 10th Street at Beachway Drive. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Baer with Traffic on the Fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:46.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
Hey, listen to this.
All it needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Snapped a great photo? Witnessed something newsworthy?
Hey, there's some news.
You can text it right to the WIBC newsroom. Join the text club. Text WIBC to 317-239-9393.
So this story out of the NBA is nuts. You couldn't invent this if you wanted to. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. This is not a sports story. Oh, no. This is a what did the NBA, what did professional athletics know, and when did they know it regarding the level of gambling going on? Shocked to find out there's gambling happening in this establishment. Thank you very much. You have the coach of the Portland Trailblazers, Chauncey Billups, arrested in this scandal where you have illegal sports gambling, poker games were rigged, the mafia is involved. According to FBI Director Kash Patel, the fraud is mind-boggling. And it is. The cards had chips in them, and they're wearing sunglasses. They can read the cards, and they're setting people up. We're going to learn more. It's just crazy how this happened, and that NBA players and coaches involved, who else is involved, tangentially connected to these things. Nuts. Surreal story. Then you get this response from Stephen A. Smith. He's the guy from ESPN. Stephen A. Smith has now decided that the thing to do is look at what happened and say, this whole thing about Chauncey Billups, this whole thing about the NBA. This is all Donald Trump, right? And you're like, I'm sorry, what now? Oh yeah, this is all about Donald Trump. This is all about Trump. This is Trump going after the NBA.
This man is coming. He's coming.
He's referring to Donald Trump. He said that on his show.
But anybody that has been around him, anybody that has talked to him, anybody that has seen his reactions from the sports leagues and the positions that people have taken, they are not surprised at what's going on today. I'm watching a press conference with the director of the FBI. Tell me when we've seen that. We've seen people, we've seen accusations before. We've seen athletes get in trouble with the law before. You don't see the director of the FBI having a press conference. It's not coincidental. It's not an accident. It's a statement. And it's a warning that more is coming.
It's the most ridiculous thing that may have ever been said. It's dopey. And all these people saying Stephen A. Smith could run for president, oh, hell no. Stop it. Could we stop being crazy? Let people show you how crazy they are, and then let's see if it's effective. This, not so much. Ridiculous. Director.
How long has this investigation been going on? Did an informant tip you off?
Well, I can't get into the nature of how we got onto this, but it's been going on for some time. As you can imagine,
ferreting out a system where they literally had scanners at the poker tables, where they literally had professional athletes in the NBA walk off the court so their proposition bets could be met, is a coordinated scheme with La Cosa Nostra and the individuals that we arrested today. And it's been going on for some time. And we are going to continue to work this investigation and those that have been arrested today to make sure that illegal gambling empires embedded with the La Cosa Nostra are brought down, whether they're in the NBA or anywhere else.
Yeah, down the street. By the way, this was so wild. Stephen A. Smith, the sports commentator, suggested that this was revenge from the president for all the kind of left-wing activism of the NBA. Your response to that, 15 seconds.
I'm the FBI director. I decide which arrests to conduct and which not to conduct. That may be the single dumbest thing I've ever heard out of anyone in modern history, and I live most of my time in Washington, D.C. It's right up there with Adam Schiff. We arrest people for crimes.
Good answer. This investigation, I believe, has been going on for 4 years. Some number like that. It is the kind of dopey thing that people say so you'll pay attention to them. Now, I'm talking about it, so maybe it works. It's like this guy on social media is all about the Indiana redistricting. I'm glad he's about the Indiana redistricting. DC Drano. Big influencer. But the first things he put out there, why is Mike Pence trying to stop this from happening? He's getting revenge on Donald Trump. Do you know how out of your mind dopey you have to be to believe that Mike Pence has anything to do with this? Mike Pence is pulling the strings? Yes, if we're talking about the shoestrings that were purchased for him by Mother. By the way, I love that joke. I like Mike Pence. He's been very nice to me. But dear God, he's pulling the strings of the Indiana General Assembly? Tell me you know nothing about the Indiana Republicans without telling me you know nothing about the Indiana Republicans. That's DC Drano, a social media guy. These people know nothing and they act like they know everything and they put out these outrageously dopey, ridiculous, nonsensical bull, you-know-what statements. And then people go, wow, that's so right. It's not right. It's dopey and we should say so. Good gosh. Meanwhile, we should redistrict. Oh, yeah. We'll get into that story. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, West Side, continue avoiding the intersection at Harding and Raymond Street. That's the scene of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. And Ryan will tell you the story coming up at 7:02. Right now, northbound 65, that's slow from Raymond Street into the South Split because of construction. We have a crash on the west side. This is West 10th Street at Beachway Drive. Also looking at northbound 465 on the east side. That looks pretty good right now from 70 up to I-69, and that goes into the Clear Path construction zone, which should be done at the end of the year. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag, title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Football is back, and so are great hairlines. We Grow Hair Indy has helped former local professional football players get back in the game with full natural hair. You don't have to play pro ball to get pro-level results. Hey, it's Rob, and I knew I picked the right team when I needed a Hail Mary for my hair. I called We Grow Hair Indy. Whether you're tailgating, coaching, or watching from the couch, do it with confidence. Trade the sidelines for a hairline. Get back in the game at We Grow Hair Indy. Schedule your free evaluation today at WeGrowHairIndy.com. That's WeGrowHairIndy.com or call 317-522-2995. That's 317-522-2995. Enjoy being out and about this fall. Enjoy watching the games in person with your friends with confidence you haven't had in years. And you can do it with a trip to We Grow Hair Indy. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Tell them Rob sent you.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Neighborhoods are popping up everywhere, but if you want something different than what you're currently seeing, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, can build you a unique custom home on your own private lot or anywhere you can bring your own builder. They've built hundreds of homes across central Indiana. Visit Joyner Homes Model Homes or go to joynerhomes.com to see floor plans and pricing and more. With Joyner Homes, you can even start from scratch if you want. Check out their 5-star Google reviews and visit joynerhomes.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
At Puccini's, we think less screen time and more quality mealtime is the better way. Eat, talk, and dine with less blue light glaring or talking heads blaring while enjoying great food at a reasonable price is the Puccini's way. Dine in for hot, delicious food prepared fresh and to your liking. If you need anything, we're right there so you'll leave full and happy. We have delivery options and carryout, but let's start dining in together again the way we all used to enjoy so much.
Puccini's Pizza, Pasta, Puccini's.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swainco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swainco 317-407-1868 or swaincollc.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes, why there's an intersection in southwest Indianapolis blocked off by crime scene tape this morning, what police say a Pendleton man is accused of, what Indianapolis leaders are saying about HR policies, and what the Pacers had to say after their home opener. From the Technology Recyclers Studios after Fox News, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It is 7 o'clock.
A TV commercial has made President Trump mad. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and he's angry at Canada for the commercial featuring President Reagan from 1987, warning about the dangers of tariffs.
And the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse.
That prompted a Trump Truth Social post late last night calling the ad fake and egregious, and the president announced he's terminating all trade negotiations with Canada.
The ad was actually placed by the province of Ontario. The Reagan Foundation, though, took issue with it, saying the ad misrepresents the presidential radio address and the government of Ontario did not seek nor receive permission to use and edit the remarks.
Fox's Doug Luzader. President Trump will focus on trade and national security on a trip to Asia. He'll leave late tonight, going to several countries. The trip includes a meeting with China's leader, pressing Xi Jinping on the flow of the illegal drug fentanyl from China, as the president keeps battling drug trafficking, saying he might expand U.S. military strikes that have destroyed 9 suspected drug boats off the South American coast, and he may go after targets on land next.
And we may go to the Senate, we may go to the Congress and tell them about it. But I can't imagine they'd have any problem with it.
Democrats have questioned the legality of the military action at sea. Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in Israel for a second day of talks as the Gaza ceasefire remains in place.
There's going to be ups and downs and twists and turns. But I think we have a lot of reason for healthy optimism.
Rubio also just said they're working to get Hamas to turn over the final 13 dead hostages. New York Attorney General Letitia James goes to court today facing charges she claims are Trump political revenge.
Charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James stem from a house she bought for $137,000 in Norfolk, Virginia in 2020. She's accused of falsely claiming that it was her second home, which allowed her favorable loan terms, then renting it out.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. James, a Democrat, won a fraud lawsuit against the president and the Trump organization last year. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Lights, sirens, a collision, and a body bag. Clear radar, 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 54. Right now across central Indiana, we have a freeze warning in effect until 9. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. What started as a high-speed chase ended in a collision early this morning on Indianapolis' southwest side, and it killed a woman. This happened near West Raymond and South Harding Streets. Police say they tried to pull over a man who was driving the car and wanted on several felony warrants, but he did not stop, and the chase reached speeds of 100 miles an hour before the car collided with the semi-truck, killing the woman who was riding in the passenger side of that car. Right now, the man is in the hospital. On Thursday night, the City County Council in Indianapolis announced that it was proposing to change human resource procedures. The decision follows an investigation into sexual harassment allegations involving Thomas Cook, who was Mayor Joe Hogsett's former deputy chief of staff. Cook resigned in 2020 after admitting to an inappropriate relationship with the woman. The investigation conducted by a Chicago law firm concluded in May, while the report found that the administration did not violate existing city policy. It did note that there were concerns at the time when the inappropriate relationship happened. A man from Pendleton is facing felony charges related to sex crimes. Here's John Herrick.
Just a warning, this story may be tough for you to take. When police say they searched Jonathan Paternal's home, they say they found more than 200 files of child sex abuse material. Some of this included sadomasochistic child abuse, children that appeared to be drugged or intoxicated while being abused, and AI-generated photos of nude pregnant toddlers. Among other things, he's charged with child exploitation and possession of child sex abuse material. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers opened their season last night. Ben Mathurin had 36 points, but it was not enough as the Pacers fell in double overtime to the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder, 141-135. Mathurin says it was tough losing Andrew Nembhard during the game.
I mean, I think we have guys on the team who who can just go out there and make plays. That's the blessing of our team. Fortunately, Drew got hurt. Pretty much just have to have next men step up.
Nembhard left the game with a shoulder injury. The Pacers head to Memphis tomorrow, and then they're in Minnesota on Sunday. An Irvington tradition comes back this weekend. Here's Terry Stacy.
Washington Street will close in historic Irvington on Saturday as thousands of visitors attend their Halloween Festival Street Fair.
We'll have 250 vendors, 2 live stages, a beer garden, costume contest, pet costume contest. You name it, we've got it. You come in costume. The parade will start at 4:30 this year, so everybody that enters and wins the costume contest is required to be in the parade. We just have a lot of fun, and we've done it for 79 years.
Carrie Yazel, director of the festival, says admission is free. IrvingtonHalloween.com. Terry Stacy, WIBC Mobile News.
And I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:05, traffic on the 5s. Good Friday morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? The intersection on the west side, and you're just talking about this fatal crash, Harding Street and Raymond Street. That intersection still shut down as people reroute around a fatal crash from earlier this morning. And a crash on the west side, 10th at Beachway. South side, northbound 65, slow after Raymond into the south split. That's a construction zone. North side, eastbound 465, slows off ditch. Over to Meridian 31. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, good morning. Boy, we've got frosty conditions out there this morning. So you may need to defrost the windshield, give yourself some extra time, or scrape it off here. We're going to look for lots of sunshine for the afternoon. High temperatures will be into the mid and upper 50s. Tonight, mostly clear skies once again, and we are going to look for areas of some patchy frost with temperatures falling into the upper 30s. On Saturday, look for mostly cloudy skies. We'll go with mainly dry conditions, temperatures climbing into the upper 50s, and some clouds hanging around on Sunday. A few spotty showers possible later in the evening with temperatures staying in the 50s. And it looks like this cool pattern is going to continue as we end October. Next week, 50s with several rain chances.
That's Tara Hastings right there of Wish TV. Tara, thank you. Fine work that you're doing. Okay, leave it at that. 33 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:07. So the ranchers continue to make their voices heard in Argentinian beef. They're rather loud. Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Argentinian beef makes up 2% of the beef in the United States. Don't increase the imports. This creates issues for us. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Also, is it our job to support the entire Argentinian economy? We're already dealing with a $20 billion credit swap, which is nuts. We're going to buy $20 billion. We're going to give them $20 billion U.S. They're going to give us $20 billion in Argentinian pesos, which is what? It's kind of worth a Diego Morales promise of transparency. What is an Argentinian peso worth? I'm sorry. That was wrong. It's like an effing Diego promise of transparency. A fake news, Diego Morales. Whoa, parents. Hey, I know you're driving the kids to school, but Diego Morales lied about WIBC. The Secretary of State lied about WIBC, called WIBC fake news. We have a world-class news department. Then we have people who do commentary like myself. We challenged him about this. They sent a nonsense statement through their spokesperson, Lindsay Eaton, who should be ashamed of what she's done, because this is not what a professional does, not how a professional acts. And so we have taken to calling him fake news Diego because he called us fake news. But the truth is, he's the one who lied. He's fake news, but it's radio, and time is of the essence. So I just shortened it to FN Diego. FN Diego, fake news Diego. It only makes sense, right? Producer Caleb, who's in for producer Kylan, who's in for producer Carl, who's on assignment. Is that right, Caleb?
It is one of the things that I have learned this week.
That's right. Well done. Producer Caleb, in for producer Kylan, who's in for producer Carl, who is on assignment. And I think that assignment's coming to an end. I think it is. I don't know. I didn't ask. I didn't ask questions. I just said, blink twice if you need food sent to you. That's all. So, with that, I'm not sure that there's people should be pushing back on the Indiana Farm Bureau, for example, expressing concern over the impact it would have on Indiana cattle farmers and domestic beef production. Indiana has 20,000 beef producers. And the state's beef herd is at its lowest since the 1950s. As the IBJ has the story, they're looking to expand. These things take time. Can't just make baby cows. You can make fake meat. Yeah, but that's not the same. Cannot fake the baby cow. And I know people are going to be like, Tony, I don't know if it's called a baby cow. Would you try? Just go with me. There's some things I'm never going to get perfect. Just work with me just a little bit. My gosh. I want President Trump to hear this pushback. Not everything he does should be, my gosh, he wants it. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And I think he has seen in this term, there is a bit of push on things. And I think that that's good. But there's been this weird conversation that has started that somehow MAGA is dead. The Republican Party killed MAGA. Allow me, if I could, for just a moment. What made anybody think that this movement was going to exist as is post-Trump? Everybody's already jockeying for position. Oh, everybody's behind Trump right until there's their own opportunity for power. Are we children? Did we not know that this is the case? Because this is the only case that the world has ever provided us. Time and again and again and again. I'm with the guy until there's a different guy, and then I'm with that guy until I can become the guy. My gosh. And some people are going to say, what about loyalty? What has made America special is the loyalty to the Constitution, and that's what needs to remain. And the people who are a threat to that loyalty and a threat to the Constitution, who don't believe in the Constitution and its meaning, its writings, its philosophy, never mind that of the Declaration, they just can't be allowed to win elections. You got to vote them out of office. You can't vote for them. You got to vote for people who will lift up the Constitution. That's the only thing that's worked so far. I say we keep that going. But loyalty to people, I'm not surprised when others start searching for power. And that includes people who call themselves MAGA faithful. It'll morph, it'll change. Maybe something even better will come. Maybe it won't for a while. Not sure. But I'm not surprised. Not surprised. And as for the people making the claim, I'm not surprised about that either. Tony Katz, 93, WIBC, good morning.
It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
Avoid Raymond Street and Harding Street on the west side. That is the site of a fatal crash from earlier this morning, so please continue staying clear. Crash west side, 10th at Beachway. North side, eastbound 465 slow from Ditch to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:15.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The big fall sale is here at Sundown Gardens. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off interior fall decor and 50% off pottery. It's the best deals of the season. All container trees and shrubs are now 30 to 50% off. Now's a great time to add to your landscape and save while you're doing it. The friendly staff at Sundown Gardens can help you add all the right touches to your home and landscape. Sundown Gardens, located on the corner of 186th Street and Spring Mill Road in Westfield, sundown.gardens.com.
Gearing up for the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher. B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it's in your four walls, well, not in the walls, inside the four walls. Like, it's like a room in the house. That's more of what I was trying to say. Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, and turning it into the part of the house. And it doesn't have to be like, oh my gosh, we're going to gut the kitchen, go right to the studs, and start fresh. What if it's just a refresh? My conversation with Booher was about, listen, the bones of the kitchen, right? There's the dream of what I might want to do. There's the reality of what I need to do and what is probably best for my long-term future and the future of the house. And that's just a smaller project. It's this, and this. Not all of the things. What's wrong with that? You can do that. That's a phone call you should make to Booher right now. They'd be happy to talk to you. It's your kitchen. What is it that you want out of it? What is the value you're trying to get out of it? Everybody always talks about the remodel or the refresh so they can sell their home. You're living in your home. You want to be able to enjoy it to the best of your ability. You want it to work for you and your family. It's not about the future. It's about now and the value you deserve out of the place that you live, the place you call home. Booher can help. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Don't wait. You deserve better. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. Increase the value of your life today. 317-852-5546 or online at Booher. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. The story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. Now, there has been some people asking, Tony, did you change the popcorn moment sounder? No. What I think is going on is that producer Caleb, who is in for producer Carl, actually. No, Caleb is in for Kurt. Kurt is in for Kylan. Kylan is in for Carl. Carl is on assignment. They all play the sounder lower.
That might be true.
It's factual, Caleb. It's totally factual there, Caleb. Like play the sounder again, but turn it up.
Hold on.
Can you do that? Does that scare you?
Listen,
Did I break your brain?
I don't know if this was in training. You might have to give me a second here.
All right, I'll give you a second. So at some moment there's going to be some inappropriate crunching. There it is. Same sound effect. They just have it at a lower. They've got this thing about lowering the volume so I can be heard. Trust me, I can be heard. Ain't no problem, Boo Boo. Oh, and for the people who don't like Boo Boo or Kitten, I can't help you. I cannot. There's always NPR. I'm just gonna. Oh, I think more than anything these days. Is conversations. Why always with the Boo Boo? Why always with the Kitten? I don't know. Pookie Schmoo. I don't know what else am I supposed to say. If you want the same staid, garbage, nonsense, boring talk, NPR is right down the radio aisle, like dial. Go get them. Go get them. But if you want to actually enjoy your morning, Kitten, I'm right here. I'm Tony Katz, and I'm here to help. Then there's Sunny Hostin. I see that. I'm gonna ruin your morning. Why is it that the liberals are always such bigots? And why is it that they always think that everybody else is such a bigot? There was this, it was this white woman. I don't know her name. I'm going to try and find it. And she's on some podcast, and she's discussing the idea that everybody she knows and everybody she hangs out with and everybody she associates with is a racist. It was very, very weird. Here, this was on CNN. This was her. I don't know her name. Jennifer Welch is her name.
I'm a white woman that has lived in a red state my entire life. And I can tell you, when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They test it on people like you all the time. And they'll try to say off-color things. I put my hand up. It absolutely happens. And you're fortunate that maybe you haven't experienced it.
Can I just say, literally this August, a white person said the N-word in front of me.
And the vice president.
So, a couple things there. I have been in many a conversation where somebody says something off-color. I have been in many a conversation where someone says something to try and make a joke and it falls flat. I am not here to police all of society. The question is whether or not we engage policies that promote, encourage, or supply bigotry, and whether that actually proactively keeps people from being able to advance in the United States. You think I can stop people from using certain words? I can't. My social media feed proves it with things that are said to me, not by me. Someone used the N-word? Who? What rap video were you watching? Dear Lord. It isn't going to stop. Maybe you, ladies, need to grow up. The question before us, because I can't stop certain things from happening. You think I could stop anti-Semitism? You think I could stop bigotry? No, it's there. The best that we could do is live our lives, teach our kids not to be those jerk faces, and move on. That's the best we can do. I have not yet figured out how to stop the devil. Sorry. I'm only as good as I'm good. But I notice that this clutching of pearls from the left is also a constant scream of bigotry. Look at what a bigot you are. Look at what a bigot they are. Look at what bigots those people are. And that brings us to Sunny Hostin, who is at all moments hateful. From The View, 34 seconds. Here you go.
As a mother of black children, I know that black boys are not given the presumption of innocence and the presumption of youth. She's calling the police and saying they're trying to steal her car, and they're 11 years old. They don't know how to drive. And so for me, what was interesting was I have had to be in the position where I have gone to my local police department because I know my son is going to be training for the Junior Olympics, running around the neighborhood in an all-white neighborhood, and I have brought him to the police and said, He belongs to me. This is my son. Do not harass him. Do not stop him. So she was doing what so many black mothers do, and she was killed for protecting her child.
Now, I don't know the story in its context, but she just said that all her neighbors are racist. She lives in the all-white neighborhood, and they're all racists. May I ask why you live in the all-white neighborhood? What? Oh, that question can't be asked? That's the only question. Every other question is dopey. Why do you live in the all-white neighborhood? Now, we all know, Sonny Hostin, with the bling, why you live in the all-white neighborhood. I wonder how many gates there are. I don't have gates in my neighborhood. I don't make Sonny Hostin the View money for pushing this garbage on people. You want to argue that somebody in the neighborhood called the cops because they thought they were stealing the car? You're going to argue with me that some people are just terrible? Some people are terrible. And most people would let you borrow a cup of sugar if you needed it because they're your neighbor. But if it's all about woe is me, if it's all about look is me, if it's all about we can never once heal a racial divide because the wound is so profitable, and that's how Sonny Hostin profits, so be it. You want to argue there are bad people in the world? There are bad people in the world. You want to argue there are bigoted people in the world? There are bigoted people in the world. You want to argue that the nation is bigoted? It's too dopey for words. And dear Lord, how people could watch her day in and day out and not be miserable is beyond me. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matthew?
South side northbound 65 slow from Keystone Avenue up to the south split. That's a construction zone. Also on the southwest side, Harding Street at Raymond Street is still closed because of an earlier fatal crash. Ryan has a story coming up in a few minutes. Looking at 10th and Beachway on the west side, that is a crash. Inbound 69 slow from 106th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new catering or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show. Guess what day it is, baby? It's Beer Sample Friday. The biggest stories in Indy and a few beverages this afternoon. 93 WIBC.
Judy loves her fall in Indy, but she doesn't like the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions, Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-557-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
Truck drivers, the holiday rush is here. Take advantage by becoming a Schneider driver. By driving for one of America's busiest carriers, you'll stay busy during the holiday season and throughout the new year. Plus, as a Schneider driver, you'll have access to top quality driver support and newer equipment spec'd with the latest safety and comfort features that drivers want. Don't wait. Get a jump on 2026 by exploring jobs in your area today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers. And Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me.
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Here's why the journey may be a little bit rocky. Clear radar, 37 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, but it feels like it's 33. We're going up to 54. There's a freeze warning across central Indiana this morning. I'm Ryan Hedrick, and here's what's trending at 7:31. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio spoke in Israel today, saying that there's a real chance for peace across the region.
This will be the journey to sort of get through the 21 points of the plan, to get through all the things that we're trying to achieve is not going to be a linear journey. There's going to be ups and downs and twists and turns. But I think we have a lot of reason for healthy optimism.
And Rubio's visit follows Vice President J.D. Vance's trip to Israel earlier this week. New York's Attorney General is going to court today, but this time she's the one on the defense.
Lawyers for Letitia James are planning to ask the judge to dismiss the indictment against her today when she does appear in that courtroom. James was indicted earlier this month on 2 felony charges of bank fraud.
That's Fox's Chanley Painter reporting. President Trump has pushed for charges against James. Trump says that he's stopping trade talks with Canada after the country launched an ad campaign criticizing tariffs. Yesterday, he called tariffs crucial for U.S. national security and accused Canada of trying to interfere with the pending Supreme Court case about his authority to impose global tariffs. Meanwhile, Trump heads to Asia tonight for summits and a meeting with Chinese leaders.
The president will meet with dozens of Asian and Pacific Rim leaders during a week-long trip to Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea, ending with a planned sit-down with Chinese President Xi Jinping.
Fox's Jared Halpern.
We have some big issues, like with the farmers and various other things. But the first question I'm going to be asking him about is fentanyl.
President Trump has accused China of not doing enough to curb the importation of illegal drugs manufactured in the country. That meeting next week also comes amid an escalating trade war over agriculture and critical minerals.
And earlier this week, the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that the Trump-Xi talk would be a pull-aside and nothing formal. A woman is dead and a man is in the hospital today in Indianapolis after a high-speed chase ended this morning in a collision with a semi-truck. This happened near West Raymond and South Harding Streets. Right now, there's a tow truck pulling up at the scene, and Matt Baer will have more on details and the impact to your commute. The next Mega Millions drawing is tonight, and the jackpot, $680 million.
This will be the 34th drawing from this jackpot since the last big win at the end of June, when $348 million went to someone in Virginia. Mega Millions rules have changed recently. For example, it's now $5 a ticket, and they've increased the non-jackpot prizes. Tickets now automatically include a multiplier that can increase prize amounts. That does not apply to the jackpot, however. The largest winning Mega Million ticket ever sold was for a $1.6 billion jackpot in August of 2023 to someone in Neptune Beach, Florida.
And that's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. And sports on WIBC, Ben Mathurin scored 36 points and Pascal Siakam added 32, but the Indiana Pacers still fell short to the Oklahoma City Thunder in double overtime Thursday, 141-135. Siakam says it's tough playing without some of the key guys.
We need everybody back, but I thought everyone, fought hard the whole game.
And the guys that came in, they gave us energy. They did everything that they could. And playing against a tough team was a good effort. But again, we didn't get the job done at the end.
And Pacers already playing without Tyrese Halliburton. They also lost Andrew Nembhard halfway through the game with a shoulder injury. We're not quite sure what's going on with him. Indiana heads to Memphis for a game on Saturday. Tomorrow in Bloomington, number 2 IU takes on UCLA. Tip-off at noon. Coverage at 11 o'clock over on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. And Sunday, the 6-1 Colts play the 1-6 Titans. Tackle DeForest Buckner says the strong running game led by Jonathan Taylor is really difficult for teams to defend.
Definitely defeating as a defense when you got a guy running his tail off all game, and he only gets better as the game goes on, and you're trying to find solutions for the problem, and you just somehow can't, or you think you do, and obviously he pops off big runs.
And Sunday's game kicks off at 4:25. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic before Raymond Street up to the south split. That is construction, and we are still avoiding Raymond Street at Harding Street because of that earlier fatal crash. Investigation continues. That intersection is closed. Inbound 69 slows before 96 to 465. East side northbound 465 slow after 72 Penn Pike. Crash on the south side. It's north of Stop 11 Road on the 5 points. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today.
Whenever I'm out wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Today on the marketplace, that's a nice pump that you got there. I swear to you, I'm gonna handle this, but I'm telling you right now, if I see one more person, it's one of those. If I see, how old do I sound when I say that? If I see one more person complaining about this presidential, the president, I should say, changing the White House and adding this ballroom, everyone is so absolutely full of crap. If people are angry about this, they have no other problems in the world. None. They are ignorant fools if the ballroom is what's upsetting them most. Good gosh. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. I'll get to that. But right now, when it's downtime, I'm clearing my head. I'm trying not to deal with the insane people who are upset about a ballroom. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. All the stuff is on the Marketplace. The entire Marketplace segment brought to you by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 to get your cash. Matt Bear is on the live stream. They haven't cut off his head with the live stream. He looks fantastic, although a little in the dark, Matt. You need some lighting.
Oh, I have plenty of light, I thought. This is the same light as fix that every day. Maybe I messed up the camera.
No. Okay. We need to see your shining face. Matt, have I mentioned to you that if you go to youtube.com/WIBC, you can see Matt for yourself. Have I mentioned to you that Halloween is around the corner?
Yes, you have.
It's a week from today. It's a Friday night, ladies and gentlemen.
Finally.
Yes. And, we here at WIBC, at Tony Katz in the Morning News, we want to help people have a good Halloween. And one of the things that we think you should avoid is dressing up like a creepy clown and trying to scare people. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. That's bad stuff. So we've got a couple of PSAs that we'll be playing all next week to help people in this time of need.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass, you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces shit.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I think that's the most responsible thing you've ever done on this show.
To all the parents out there dropping off their kids. Sorry?
Oh, what are you apologizing for? I thought that was a great PSA.
Yeah. I am a man who likes to help the people.
That was very helpful. I mean, I'm not going to...
But how do you feel about pumpkins?
I love pumpkins. I love to eat pumpkins. I love to decorate them. It's just my thing, very much so. Big ones, especially, if they're large.
So, this one is 13 feet round and 4 feet tall.
Excuse me?
This is a giant Halloween pumpkin. Halloween. Is it Halloween?
Halloween.
I can't say the word anymore.
Halloween.
It's made out of styrofoam.
Styrofoam pumpkin, finally.
You can use this inside. You can use this outside. It was made by hand by the son of a shepherd.
Really?
I don't know if that part's true. And you can have the Halloween decoration of decorations, this beautiful hand-carved styrofoam pumpkin, 13 feet around, 4 feet tall. Matt Barrett, this could be yours for $350.
Okay, let me pull this up at Tony Katz. All right, Facebook.
Yeah, I've got this on the Twitter X feed there at Tony Katz.
That's not a pumpkin. No, that's a yellow pepper.
No, that's a pumpkin.
You put this on pizza, and it's got kind of a tangy taste to it.
All right. By the way, Matt is right. It does look more like a pepper than a pumpkin.
It does.
But I'm telling you, they said it's a pumpkin, and who am I to argue with them? Because nobody's going to buy a giant Halloween pepper.
You don't know that for sure. Can you still carve it?
Oh, no, it's already carved.
Oh, okay. Well, then what would you do with this? Just put it in your lawn? And...
yeah, you just put it out there. You just put it out there and be like, hey. Huh?
The good thing about this is if you put it in your lawn for Halloween, nobody's going to steal it. It's too big.
Right.
I lived in a neighborhood when I was a kid where everybody would steal your pumpkins. And it was
rough neighborhood.
Oh, it was tough. And, it were high schoolers, and people would track down the license plates and get them in trouble. Nobody's stealing this pumpkin. No, it's too big. You can't even
Things got tough in Rochester.
Yeah, this was Missouri, southeast Missouri. Whatever.
Oh, it was in southeast Missouri.
Everybody's stealing everybody's pumpkins.
Right. Things got so rough you had to move. They sent you to your auntie and uncle in Rochester. You're like the reverse Fresh Prince.
Dad sent the kids first.
Yeah. Test the waters. Let me know how it is.
Then he met us in Indiana. It was a thing.
So, are you in or are you out for this giant fake pumpkin?
I don't even know what I'd do with it. I'm so out. I mean, maybe if it were real, it'd be fun. But it's,
All right.
I don't want a fake pumpkin in my apartment.
It's there for you, people. The giant fake pumpkin. Do we need another PSA just to make sure everybody understands about the creepy clowns?
Let's get it right this season.
All right. We want to make sure people are safe this Halloween. So a series of PSAs, we play them every year, to help people who are thinking about dressing like a creepy clown.
And now, a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep. I swear to everything holy that your mothers will cry when they see what I've done to you.
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
We're just trying to help the best we can.
I'm not dressing like a clown this Halloween. I know that. That's out.
It's good. It's classic advice. Good advice.
Very good.
Everything from the marketplaces over there at WIBC.com, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. You have all the reason in the world to do a remodel. Your space is outdated. It needs updating. It doesn't work for you anymore. You want a better layout. You want a better function. You entertain. You want to improve your quality of life. The reasons are yours, and they are real, and Boer Remodeling is there to help. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude, and it's their 5-step design process that makes all the difference. From that initial consultation, which is free, by the way, to that final bit of construction, they are upfront, they are clear. They're there to help you, and you know what's happening every step of the way, because a remodel project can bring a lot of stress, but not with Boer Remodeling. They have the best materials. They have the most skilled craftsmen, the highest quality brand names you know and trust, and every day they're doing exactly what they said they were going to do. You know exactly what's going to happen, and the stress just disappears. Boer Remodeling, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Boer Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Boer, BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com.
The shutdown is into its 23rd day this morning.
93 WIBC.
Breaking ranks with his party.
It didn't feel right, so I canceled it.
What happens next?
There's still time to get Indiana Republicans on board.
Happens here.
They're going to get persuaded.
This hasn't happened at the Vatican in more than 500 years.
93 WIBC.
It's very early, but I do think that we've made a lot of progress.
Another update is just minutes away.
Pacers tip off their season tonight. Coverage on 107.5 The Fan.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
There's one name for every home system. Chapman. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, drains, electrical, and now proudly serving Bloomington. Remember the man for all seasons, and now more reasons. Chapman. ChapmanHeating.com.
Someone in the chat room wrote, "I'm a kitten for Katz," and I don't know how to take that. I blush. Chat room over there at YouTube, youtube.com/WIBC. Things are happening. Get in on that. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Still avoiding Harding Street at Raymond because of that fatal crash from earlier this morning. The intersection is closed. The investigation continues. Crash on the south side, 5 Points Road, north of stop 11. That's at Lakeland Trails Boulevard. East side northbound 465 slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Northbound 65 south side stop and go traffic before Raymond Street up to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Chat room agrees with you, Matt Bear, that a marketplace find is a pepper, not a pumpkin.
It's definitely a pepper.
You can look at it for yourself at WIBC.com. 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Honda of Fishers is now Great Lakes Honda of Fishers under new ownership, just off State Road 37 or GreatLakesHondaFishers.com for deals like a low monthly payment and zero down on select vehicles.
Here's a real-life story that affects 50% of all of us out there. It's called divorce. If you've gotten divorced and now you're struggling to pay your bills and your credit card debts are completely out of control, you need to call this special debt relief hotline right now. We help people with all kinds of money problems caused by different life challenges, a divorce, a job loss, even heavy medical bills. All these life events can sometimes financially stress you out and cause you to get out of control. We help people get their lives back by showing them ways to consolidate and reduce their debt, in some cases for a fraction of what they owe. If your credit card balances are more than $10,000, call us and learn how to reduce your credit card bills and monthly payments now. Here's our number.
Paid for by Debt.com. Call now at 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. 800-810-1820. That's 800-810-1820.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples. That was easy.
Snap it. Send it. Hear it. Your photos, your video, your voice on WIBC. Join the text club by texting WIBC to 317-239-9393.
You tell me, guys. There comes a moment where does the moment come where one must burn it all down, or is the true show of strength the ability to show the restraint, to have the restraint? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. You tell me. Should I give you the parameters? I'll give you the parameters. Twofold. The first one is on the redistricting conversation, right? Which I was going to get into later. I will. The first one is on the redistricting conversation, where the Lieutenant Governor, Micah Beckwith, is in favor of redistricting. And now you've got the influencers saying the Lieutenant Governor of Indiana is officially in for redistricting. This is leadership. Time for other GOP senator holdouts to get on board or get primaried. Oh, we're all about the primary. But you can't use Micah Beckwith and leadership in the same sentence. And this is the problem with influencers. They don't know anything about what it is we experience on the daily. They don't know anything. And so now, is it about restraint? Do you just leave it be? Do you let it go? Or do you just start going to town on these people? And does that get you anywhere? I want you to ponder that as we get into the next hour. But I do want you to hear this, because on this, well, I've made my decisions. Now, I don't think there's any cursing here from Candace Owens. You're right. I'm going to play you some Candace Owens. You have to hear it, because Candace Owens is making an insinuation. You may have heard this already.
I just really needed to just take a breather and really process everything that happened with Charlie and what it kind of means in terms of where we are. And I think it is a circumstance where we just know.
I don't know what it is that we know. She's talking about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, producer Caleb, who is in for producer Kurt, who's in for producer Kylan, who's in for producer Carl, who's on assignment. Finger on the dump button, just in case she says any four-letter words, okay?
Got it.
Okay. What is it that we know, Candace Owens?
We just know that he was truly betrayed in one of the most egregious ways that I think I've ever seen. It has made me lose faith in politics. It has made me fully lose faith in Trump. And my heart aches for the fact that he gave so much of his life to Trump and to politics. And they just were like, nope, that is it. It serves us or it doesn't serve us, and we want to move on. And so here's a holiday. Bro, if they try to give me a holiday, what is with them giving people a holiday after they kill them? Why is that a thing?
That is Candace Owens insinuating that Donald Trump killed Charlie Kirk. And so here is an example of sometimes you must show restraint. It is restraint that makes the adult. It is restraint that makes the rational, responsible human being. And there are moments where you're supposed to say, we're done. So certainly I've never been a Candace Owens person, never been a Candace Owens follower, never been a Candace Owens believer. But I have to say, if you're somebody who, even after this, accusing Donald Trump of killing Charlie Kirk, which is what she's doing, if you're still listening to Candace Owens, guys, it was nice. Whoever those people might be, it was nice knowing you, but clearly we're in different places. And I don't think this place is for you. If you're willing to go down that road, I think some separation is what's best here, because that's not serious talk. She doesn't provide any proof. She just throws out an accusation, figures I've got a following of millions, I can make something stick, like somehow she knows something. She knows how to be repugnant. She knows how to be repellent. If there are people following that, supporting that, living in that upside down, I can't stop them, but I certainly don't want to associate with them. I lose listeners, I lose fans, I lose sponsors, I lose dollars. Okay, but I'm going to sleep at night. The derangement is real. And there's an audience for the derangement. And I find myself just sickened by it. No restraint is needed. The only restraint I'm utilizing now is that put on me by the FCC to keep my station from losing its license. That is all. Matt Bear has traffic.
Yeah, Tony, looking at northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic. Raymond into the south split because of road construction. Still avoiding the intersection. It's west side, Harding Street at Raymond, because that is the site of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. Ryan will tell the story coming up at 8:02. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of catering or new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. That's new carpeting. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at GetHumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
Hey, it's Hammer and Nigel here for Window Nation. October is here, and you know what it means. The return of all things pumpkin-flavored, earlier sunsets, and chilly air seeping into your home. That is, if you've got those old, stuck, cracked windows. Ready to eliminate annoying drafts once and for all? Reach out to the experts at Window Nation. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. Check it out at windownation.com.
Window Nation has an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and that gives you the peace of mind when you're deciding on whether or not you're working with the right company. Put an end to your window problems with Window Nation. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free, and you don't pay anything for 2 years with Window Nation. Visit windownation.com today. That's windownation.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what happened on Indianapolis' southwest side this morning, why Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle says he is not talking about the referees, and what loud sounds will be coming from Lucas Oil Stadium this weekend. Those stories from the Technology Recyclers Studios coming up after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 8 o'clock.
He's mad over an ad. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, and President Trump is so upset at Canada, he's just posted again on Truth Social, hours after a late night post that terminated all trade talks. He just wrote, Canada cheated and got caught with this commercial featuring President Reagan from 1987 warning about tariffs.
Tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars.
The Reagan Foundation says Ontario's government, which made the ad, did not give permission to edit the 1987 presidential radio address, misrepresenting it. And Fox's Peter Ducey reports
that ad is the reason the president called off the trade talks because he thinks it could taint upcoming Supreme Court rulings on tariffs. Here, he posted on Truth Social, they only did this to interfere with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court and other courts. Tariffs are very important to the national security and economy of the USA.
Now, the Supreme Court will consider legal challenges to the president's authority to impose tariffs on a lot of imports around the world. And another Trump post a short time ago, he wrote, it's the most important case at the court ever. And trade is going to be a big topic for the president on a trip to Asia that'll include a sit-down with China's leader.
That meeting next week also comes amid an escalating trade war over agriculture and critical minerals and the threat of triple-digit tariffs imposed.
That's Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House, where the East Wing has been demolished for the president's massive ballroom addition that Trump critics keep questioning. The president leaves tonight for the trip. New York Attorney General Letitia James will go to court this morning to face fraud charges in a case she calls Trump political revenge. And Fox's Chanley Painter reports the Democrats' lawyers are
planning to ask the judge to dismiss the indictment against her today when she does appear in that courtroom. James was indicted earlier this month on 2 felony charges of bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution in connection with a 2020 home purchase in Virginia.
James vowed to target President Trump when she became AG and won a fraud lawsuit against him in the Trump Organization last year. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Indianapolis police say started a high-speed chase this morning. Clear radar, 35 degrees on Monument Circle, going up to 54. Right now there's a freeze warning in effect across central Indiana, and this report is brought to you by Window Nation. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. Shattered glass, twisted metal, and a body bag on Indianapolis' near southwest side this morning. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
The Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department says the pursuit started around 3:30 a.m. Officers ran the license plate on a vehicle to find that the driver had active felony warrants. When police tried to conduct a traffic stop, the driver of the Buick took off, weaving through traffic, going the wrong way on the road sometimes, and reaching speeds over 100 miles per hour. The chase ended when the driver collided with a semi-truck at an intersection. A woman passenger in the vehicle was killed, and the suspect was taken to a hospital in critical condition. The truck driver was not hurt. The identities of the victim and the suspect have not yet been released. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Last night at Gainbridge Fieldhouse.
Rebound Toppin. It's 3-on-1 to the other end. Toppin to Siakam. Back to Toppin, who caught it and dunked it right in front.
Beautiful defense to offense for another easy 2 by the Pacers.
Pacers by 1, 3:26 left in the second overtime.
And that's Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network, but the Pacers could not outlast the world champion Oklahoma City Thunder. They fall in double overtime, 141-135 after the game. Head coach Rick Carlisle.
I'm not talking about the refs. If I talk about the refs, I'll get fined an exorbitant amount of money. And then, they just kept marching to the free throw line. And when that happens, it becomes more difficult to get shots.
Oklahoma City shot more than 50 free throws last night. Ben Mathurin scored 36 points. Pascal Siakam added 32, and guard Andrew Nembhard left the game with a shoulder injury. The Pacers hit the road to play the Memphis Grizzlies Saturday. The Indianapolis City County Council says they are proposing changes to the city's HR policies.
This after a review prompted by allegations of sexual harassment against Thomas Cook, a former staff member of Mayor Joe Hogsett. Report issued in May 2025 found Hogsett's response to complaints did not violate policy.
That's Wish TV's Phil Sanchez.
But questions remained about how long it took to react to the initial complaint. Suggested changes call for the city to create an Office of Inspector General to investigate serious allegations. It also calls for the city to create an independent Human Resources Board.
In public comment happening on Tuesday at a meeting downtown at the City County building starting at 6. And the 2025 Bands of America Super Regionals happening this weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium. They start today. We're talking about 92 bands from 11 states competing for a title. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the west side, intersection closed, Raymond, Harding. That is because of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. Please avoid. Crash on the south side, 5 Points Road, north of stop 11. East side, northbound 465, slow before Penn Pike. And construction has the south side slow on northbound 65 from Raymond into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy Button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
In this great big nonsense that we've got here that we like to call fall.
So it's fall, y'all.
It really is.
There you go.
Yeah, it's fall. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. And we're not getting out of the 50s today. That's just a bunch of,
Get off my lawn.
That's just nonsense.
Right. Someone on my Facebook page said, hey, let it snow. And I go, pump the brakes.
Is that what you said? You said
yes,
pump
I
the
literally
brakes?
wrote, pump the brakes. I go, this is still fall.
Yeah, Caleb, you're going to need to go back and get me that first pump the brakes from Tara Hastings. I'm going to need that on the soundboard. You have to clip that and get that to me immediately. If not sooner, your whole future depends on it.
What?
So, pump the brakes Hastings. That's what they used to call her in high school.
Right. That is correct. Yes. We've got temps in the 30s this morning. Freezing conditions out there. Sunny skies. Upper 50s for the afternoon. Later tonight could be another frosty one here with temps falling to 38. And this weekend, not as bright as what we're going to see today. I think we'll look for mostly cloudy skies. Saturday, 57. Cloudy on Sunday. Chance for some showers late in the day on Sunday with highs near 57. And we stay in the low to middle 50s all of next week with several rain chances. So dreary, spooky, all of the things next week.
Dreary and spooky.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's Halloween on Friday.
So, by the way, have I ever asked you, what is your take on clowns?
On clowns?
Yeah, you got any issues with clowns?
I mean, if they're like the fun, that you would find at a kid's birthday party, sure. But if they're like these creepy, scary ones that I don't like those.
Yeah, so we here at Tony Katz in the Morning News, we have a series of PSAs. We're trying to help people. Don't dress up like a creepy clown this Halloween. Don't do it. So really, they're meant to play next week, but we're debuting some of them early. And so here's one of our PSAs there, Tara Hastings.
And now a public service announcement for anyone who's thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
You die first, get it? Your friends might get me in a rush, but not before I make your head into a canoe. You understand me?
This has been a public service announcement for anyone thinking of dressing like a creepy clown this Halloween.
Yeah, we're just trying to help people the best we can, Tara.
First of all, that is a phenomenal voice. I don't know who that is, but that's phenomenal.
Yes, that is the great Darren Emery, who was the traffic aficionado before Matthew Horatio Bear.
Matthew Horatio Bear.
That's his middle name. Well, don't make fun of it. That's just weird.
I love it.
Wow.
Fantastic. How did I not know that?
I don't know. Maybe you don't read his blog. MatthewHoratioBear.net.
I gotta look that up.
You know what I learned today about Matt Bear? Hold on a second. It's 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Oh,
The time is 8:09.
No, but-
I'm Tony Katz. You know, we'll play the music later. You know what I learned about Matt Baer today? Matt Baer has a podcast with the fill-in morning guy, Craig Collins. Matt and Craig, excellent podcast. They have a podcast.
Do you not know that?
I did not know.
I knew that.
No, I did not know that, Tara Hastings.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Supporting Sobriety podcast
Yes.
with Ryan Hedrick. Now he's got
Oh,
the Matt and
wait.
Craig excellent podcast. It's Matt Baer, where two middle-aged men with no kids offer their unique and unfiltered perspective on, well, everything.
Wait a minute. You have 2 podcasts now?
He has 2 podcasts. 2.
And we don't even have one.
That's-
We're
wait,
behind the
you mean-
times here.
You mean you and I don't have one?
Yes.
It is still going to be called Tara and Tony Get You Some, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, we're not going to do the dating show? Like, I want to do it as a fall-on radio show. What podcast do you want to do? I'll have it sponsored in 7 minutes.
Pump the brakes.
Is it going to be called Pump the Brakes? And it's not a show about automotive?
Right. Yes.
Or
Pump the brakes.
So what is Pump the Brakes about? As you visualize this, what is the podcast about? And everybody, hey, we'll get to the show, but right now, Tara and I are negotiating. What is the show about, Tara?
Gosh, I mean, I don't know. That is the question. I mean, we could really do anything.
But that's just it. Everybody can do anything. What is it that Tara Hastings can do that nobody else can do that will make people say, I want to hear what Tara Hastings has to say?
Oh, this is good. I got to think on this here.
Yes. Because Pump the Brakes is a great name for a podcast. And I think it could be done while we're driving in a car. And we can record the whole thing in the car.
Yes.
But what is the show about? You and me in a car, hilarious. But now we have to fill the time with content that's about what? That's what you have to go dig deep and discover.
Right.
Right? Is Pump the Brakes about people who need to slow down on certain subjects? Is Pump the Brakes about how you have to live your life and realize you need some calm and rationality in your world? What is it about?
Pump the brakes. Yeah, because you know what? There's time is always running out, so we've got to put our efforts into what things matter to most to us.
Now you're getting somewhere. Now you're on to something.
I'm glad we had this meeting.
You got to take a pen to the paper, and you got to work out the feelings there. That's what you got to do. Now, clearly, what you have told me is I have to drive this whole podcast, and you're just going to have some quips.
Yes.
See,
exactly
you've created a lot of work for me there.
You literally are going to be driving.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, what about if we get an auto dealership to give us different cars to drive around?
You haven't figured out what the show is about, and you want car dealerships just to give you cars.
Yes.
Do you know how many times someone's coming to them, hey, give us a car and we'll do a podcast? That's not...
Hey, Joseph, how much time do we have left? This is great.
Does it matter? You have to go. I have to go do TV now. All right. I'll be left picking up the pieces of this emotional, creative wreckage.
Yes, this is great. I love it. I'm glad we had this meeting.
Yeah, I'm overjoyed. Put pen to paper. Think about what you want to talk about and why it matters. We'll get to it.
Okay.
That's Tara Hastings right there from Wish TV. By the way, Pump the Brakes is a great name for a podcast. We're going to make her flesh it out. We're going to make her be a part of this. Oh, yeah. By the way, that is how a creative process does need to work. It's not enough to say we've got a great name. It's not enough to say, and a car dealership will. What is it that you're trying to say that nobody else is saying? Or what is it that you're trying to say that you think people would be interested in hearing? Why is it that you are offering this, and what is it that you're offering to an audience? They're the ones who matter. Just a little bit of helpfulness there from me to you. Should we take a break? We'll take the break. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. No, we can't do traffic yet. We're a minute early. We can't do traffic.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
See, that's it. That's the way we got to do it. Beautiful. Beautiful work. A hand for Caleb, everybody. Woo! First day solo. Producing this show like a champ.
You guys are the best. Thank you.
By the way, Caleb, the ladies want to know if you're single.
I am.
Single, ladies. Now you know. Matt Barra, also single. What's up?
Yeah, thanks. Looking at northbound 65 south side, slow from Raymond up to the south split. That's a construction zone. North side, eastbound 465, slow from Ditch over to Meridian. And please avoid harming at Raymond Street. That's South Harding Street at Raymond Street. That intersection shut down because of a fatal crash from earlier this morning. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom print shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Barra with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Hey, this is Rob.
And this is Casey.
The national debt tops $38 trillion.
It was just $36 trillion in January. Join us Friday, 9 to noon on 93 WIBC.
If you're experiencing a hardship and need to quickly sell your home, we may be able to help. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
Simple Quarters has helped me by allowing me to sell my house. It's given me the financial stability to be able to move and go on with that next chapter. Simple Quarters was the best option for me because there was no BS involved. It was simply straightforward, to the point, honesty. And that is what made me go with Simple Quarters. There was nothing that I didn't expect. They didn't have hidden fees. They didn't ask me to go get an appraisal. They didn't ask me to have a surveyor come out. This has probably been one of the easiest experiences in my life. And if I ever have to do it again, I would call Simple Quarters again. Simple Quarters absolutely kept their word through the whole process.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
Guys, you may be looking for a new home. You may be looking to sell your home. Indianapolis real estate market is strong, but it's not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe with a growing family or working from home, something I know about, you need more space. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Michael in Speedway said, I loved my Speedway home and I raised my family there, but it was time to sell and downsize. I met with the Mark Dietel team and they explained their amazing marketing plan and I was convinced. Just like the Speedway, things move fast from there. After just 3 days on the market, I accepted an offer for $11,000 over asking price. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel, 317-755-4232. For all the details, tell them Tony Katz sent you, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, Dietel, markdietel.com.
At Life Church, we believe that the truth of the Word of God is for all ages and vital to their ability to thrive in our current culture.
Barna research shows a child's faith is often set by age 13. That's why we're passionate about reaching kids and teens with truth and love right now.
With safe spaces, committed volunteers, and a foundation built on God's Word, Life Church is here to help your whole family grow in Jesus.
Whether your kids are just starting out or learning to own their faith, we're ready to walk that journey with you.
Go to lifechurchin.com for service times and locations. Parents, you can do this. We will help you.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Thinning hair? This year, grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Tune in to the Absolute Retirement Planning Show.
When retirement comes about, we're now relying on what we have saved to meet those needs.
Sundays at 9 a.m. right here on 93 WIBC.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Of all the times to buy new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. Get 0% APR for up to 48 months on 2025 Lincoln Corsair, Nautilus, or Aviator. Plus get a $1,000 Tom Roush Trade Assist bonus. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Subject to credit approval. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for complete offer details. Offer ends 10/31/2025. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15. Go to DrexelIN.com for details.
One more time.
So is it possible that the mayor of San Francisco is not insane? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going on, everybody? President Trump has talked about sending in the National Guard to San Francisco. The issues in San Francisco, we know them. Like Chicago, like these other places. We're fully aware of these issues. And we have made the argument here when discussing the National Guard, why would cities that could use some help not take the help? Why not be people who say, hey, we could use that help. Maybe we don't need this, but maybe we need that. If I know anything about President Trump, if you know anything about President Trump, work with him. He wants to win. And actually, I think wants to clean up crime. So don't you? It's crazy to see cities and states like Illinois, like Chicago, fight him on every subject. Gavin Newsom says, we don't need the National Guard here. You leave San Francisco alone. Dear gosh, San Francisco is being left alone by the citizens who are leaving as fast as they can. So the idea of stepping up the federal presence in San Francisco has been going on, and it has been put on hold. Because the mayor, Daniel Lurie, wrote in a social media post that Trump told him on a phone conversation last Wednesday that he would hold sending in federal agents. There were 100 Customs and Border Protection agents. 100 of them that were going to go in, and he writes, I spoke to Mayor Lurie last night, and he asked very nicely that I give him a chance to see if he can turn it around. I told him I think he is making a mistake because we can do it much faster and remove the criminals that the law does not permit him to remove. I told him it's an easier process if we do it, faster, stronger, and safer. But let's see how you do. If the mayor is saying to the president, let me handle this, and then said, but I could use X, Y, and Z. Like, that's exactly how you handle it. That is in every way how you handle the situation. So all the credit in the world. Go give it a go. If it's getting mayors to step up and say, we do have to protect our citizens, we have to do more, and let's go do more, and let's let law enforcement do what it does, excellent. Excellent work. I'll applaud the mayor here. But I think you take the next step is, hey, maybe we could use this, but we don't need that, and that would be great. I think Trump wants to work for you, work with you. I think he does. That's my take. A personal note here. For everybody who is a part of the WIBC world. The Chicks on the Right used to host afternoons here. It was Miriam and Amy Jo. They went by Mock and Daisy and the very popular website. And then Amy Jo went on to Texas, and it was Mock and Rob for a great number of years before it became Kendall and Casey. Miriam has often discussed her son Thomas with cerebral palsy and lots of posts. And if you followed her at all, you've heard these things, you know these things. Amy Jo announced on the show, on their show, their podcast, that Thomas passed away this morning. So if you do follow Miriam, if you drop her a note that you're thinking about her, that you know about her. This is, as Amy Jo has described, a boy that wasn't supposed to live past the age of 6. He passed away at the age of 28. Some will argue that miracles walk amongst us. Some will argue that it's just an amazing feat. However it is, I am not one who could properly articulate with any level of success the love a mother has for a son. And so if you feel so inclined to let Miriam know you're thinking about her today, online, offline, however it is you do these things. Everyone here at WIBC is Miriam. You always have home here. We're sorry for the loss. But we're glad for you that you had the time that you had. Matt Bear has traffic on the Fox.
Yeah, Tony, God bless her and her family. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side, slow from Raymond up to the south split. That is a construction zone. Had a crash on the south side, 5 Points Road north of Stop 11 Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Let's go. You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Hannah complained of a headache. It was a rhabdomyosarcoma. Within a few days, Hannah was in treatment because we were told that the tumor was very aggressive. And it very quickly became clear that St. Jude was the ultimate place to be. So we've essentially put our lives in South Africa on hold. Incredibly blessed to be here. St. Jude is an asset to the world. The research that is developed here is offered freely to the rest of the medical world. The entire way that the place operates is just to give and to care. I think it's the kind of place that not only stands as a beacon for pediatric cancer, but I think it could teach the world a couple of lessons about how to treat people. And I think if those lessons could be learned, even in their most basic form, this world could be a better place.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
My grades were bad.
I appeared to be doing good at my school life, but if you would see me at home, it would have been a completely different story.
I mean, it was just rough focusing on school when your mother is somebody you have to take care of.
There are students who need somebody.
Communities in Schools is helping more than 1.3 million kids get whatever they need to succeed in school. You can help change the picture of education at communitiesinschools.org.
I hear people say we can't save every kid, but I think that we can.
Hi, I'm Arielle Winter. If you're anything like me, your pets are not only your best friends, they're part of your family. American Humane, which has been rescuing animals like Cleo here for more than 100 years, has life-saving tips that can make a big difference in a disaster. When disaster strikes, you want to protect your whole family, including your pets. To help keep your family safe and help our best friends in their worst times, find tips at AmericanHumane.org.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The Indiana Pacers react to federal sports gambling indictments. Clear radar, 34 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. There's still a freeze warning in effect across central Indiana for the next 30 minutes. We're going up to 54 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31.
I reached out today to Chauncey to see how he was doing. He did not answer, but, the Coaches Association, we support all of our coaches.
That's Indiana Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle speaking before last night's game and reacting to the federal gambling investigation that's pulled in 3 people connected to the NBA, including Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups.
Our general counsel came down and read us all the regulations on gambling and warned, our coaching staff, our players, our support staff about all these different things.
And I'll tell you how Carlisle's team did in their home opener in just a few minutes. President Trump said that he was ending trade talks with Canada after they created an ad that included anti-tariff comments from former President Ronald Reagan. On Truth Social, Trump posted,
"They only did this to interfere with the decision of the U.S. Supreme Court and other courts. The tariffs are very important to the national security and economy of the USA. Based on their egregious behavior, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated."
That's Fox's Doug Lazater. The president had set tariffs on steel, aluminum, and auto imports from Canada. New York Attorney General Letitia James will be in court this morning to be arraigned on mortgage fraud charges. A federal grand jury in Virginia indicted the Democrat earlier this month. James says the charges are baseless and that President Trump's only goal is political retribution. A woman was found dead earlier Thursday morning in Anderson. Major Caleb McKnight with Anderson police said they were called to the east side of the White River, and that's where they found the woman's body.
They quickly were able to secure the scene. Naturally, we called our Criminal Investigations Division out, along with the Madison County Coroner's Office.
And McKnight says an autopsy will be done next to figure out what happened. An Irvington tradition comes back this weekend. Terry Stacy has all the details.
Washington Street will close in historic Irvington on Saturday as thousands of visitors attend their Halloween Festival Street Fair.
We'll have 250 vendors, 2 live stages, a beer garden, costume contest, pet costume contest. You name it, we've got it. You come in costume. The parade will start at 4:30 this year, so everybody that enters and wins the costume contest is required to be in the parade. We just have a lot of fun, and we've done it for 79 years.
Carrie Yazel, director of the festival, says admission is free. IrvingtonHalloween.com. Terry Stacy, WIBC Mobile News.
And sports, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Indiana Pacers 141-135 in double overtime last night in Indy's home opener. Aforementioned Rick Carlisle talking briefly about the referees last night.
They just kept marching to the free throw line. When that happens, it takes the pace out of the game. It becomes more difficult to get shots. They shot 51 free throws, and there's at least 25 times where we're unable to get any tempo going.
And Carlisle said he didn't want to talk much more about the refs because he didn't want to cough up the dough. Ben Matherin scored 36 points but fouled out. Andrew Nembhard, one of the guards, left the game with a shoulder injury. Indiana hits the road to take on Memphis and then Minnesota Saturday and Sunday, respectively. The NFL's leading rusher, Colts running back Jonathan Taylor, will head into Sunday's game with the Tennessee Titans. And knowing that the team is 6-1, he said the glue that holds this team together, camaraderie.
That plays a big role. It's tough to bring in a lot of new faces and expect to be firing on all cylinders.
And the Colts taking on the 1-6 Tennessee Titans. Sunday's home game gets going at 4:25. The World Series gets going tonight in Toronto with the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. And in college football, number 2 IU takes on UCLA in Bloomington at noon. Coverage gets going at 11 o'clock over on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Good Friday morning, Matt Bear.
It's happening, Ryan. That intersection has reopened. Harding at Raymond, so you can use that again on the south side, southwest side. Northbound 65, slow Raymond into the south, but it's a construction zone. Crash on the south side, 5 Points Road, north of stop 11 at Lakeland Trails Boulevard. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or drexelin.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We've got 34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
How bad is it?
Don't sugarcoat it. Give it to me straight.
Want coffee?
I think I need some coffee.
Time to fill up on the news. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. What is going down, everybody? Fill up on the news. Brought to you by the good people at Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures up 68. NASDAQ futures are 113. All right. I'm, again, with this economy. Oil prices are up $62.15 on the West Texas crude. That's the barrel price coming out of the ground, coming out of the oceans. The Brent crude, $66.37 a barrel there. Both those are up. We saw mid-upper 50s last week with the West Texas crude. That's over, but the 10-year Treasury is still below 4%. Right now at 3.96. The gold spot price going on is $4,089. So again down. Silver at $48.29. Off those highs, silver was above 50. And gold was at 4,300. But you're still with the gold over 4,000. So I mean, it's something else. It doesn't make sense. And this is the part where I'm like, okay, I'm lost. Inflation is at 3%. The consumer price index showing a 0.3% increase on the month. By the way, Dr. Matt Will, the phone call is coming from inside the house. Oh, yeah, you're coming on the show because you got to explain everything because I don't understand any of this. No part of it connects to any other part. And you had Aaron Ross Sorkin of CNBC going on. He was on with Rob Schmidt over on Newsmax. And he's like, yeah, I was wrong about Trump's tariffs. And you're like, wait, what now? Now all of a sudden tariffs are good? Have we lost our heads? What exactly were you wrong about? What is it that you think that you misunderstood? What is it that you think that you misinterpreted? Because it seems to me that we're still talking about taxes. This hasn't changed. But the idea that it hasn't had this brutal effect, I agree. And it's a mind scramble. But the Consumer Price Index showed a 0.3% increase on the month, putting annual inflation at 3%. Dr. Matt Will, economist at the University of Indianapolis, would say, oh, no, 3.6%. It's 0.3 times 12. You got to annualize it. But economists thought it would be 0.4%. So this is better. This is good. And what's weird is that as CNBC has the story, Dow futures are up 200 points. So Dow futures were in the negative because the light inflation report paves the way for a Fed rate cut. The inflation is up. It's up. And we're talking about a rate cut. Do you know how much bourbon I'm staring at right now? To my left, I have like 40 bottles. That's on top of the bar. I also have a bottle of Blanton's Gold over there that I got from Kilroy's in Broad Ripple. They still have them, Kilroy's Broad Ripple. And we did that on Eat, Drink, Smoke yesterday. You'll hear it this weekend, wherever it is you get your podcasts, or you hear it at WIBC, Eat, Drink, Smoke, eatdrinksmokeshow.com. I might as well just get started. It doesn't make sense. By the way, I started with Dow futures being up 69. Dow futures are now up 280. NASDAQ futures are up 251. Rate cut is coming, but inflation is up. I think I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start with the hard truth. I think I'll start with something local, and then I've got some Old Hamer back here. I've got some from West Fork whiskey. Nope. I don't understand what's happening. But if you do, I am all ears. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Kendall and Casey.
My mom is still receiving Social Security from my father.
Legally?
Yeah.
I don't think they just give it to your family.
No, your spouse can still get it.
Really? I put if you pass away, you know what the next thing that came up?
Did it autofill?
Who gets your Social Security?
Okay, what's the answer?
The main beneficiaries are usually the surviving spouse, children, or dependents.
So I was right.
Eligibility?
Say it!
Maybe.
Oh, say I'm right.
Kendall and Casey. Weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
I was seriously injured. It was definitely somebody's fault, and I didn't actually know who, so I needed to call someone. I was really happy to have a law firm like Hensley that had ethics. I made the best call.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
Whether it's the good food or the friendly mood, you can count on Indiana to never lose when it comes to tailgating. And we want to see you at every game. That's why Hubler's got you covered with the best warranty around. So kick off the season in a Hubler quality pre-owned vehicle. Right now, you can buy with zero down. Choose from over 2,000 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every Hubler Q certified vehicle is covered by a 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Includes a 128-point vehicle inspection and a free Carfax history report. We'll pay top dollar for your trade. Bring Hubler your old car for an immediate appraisal. Zero down delivers, and Hubler's got you covered for 100,000 miles.
Hubler's got you covered.
Visit drivehubler.com or any of our 13 convenient locations.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit. Warranty on select models less than 9 years old.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Traffic on the fives. Matt Bear, what's going on?
South side, northbound 65 slow from Raymond Street into the south split because of road construction. And eastbound 465 on the north side, a little bit slow from Ditch Road to Meridian. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Drexel Interiors has teamed up with Mohawk for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A portion of October's Mohawk sales will be donated to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. Visit either showroom or DrexelIN.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
34 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:45.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
The Home and Garden Show is live this Saturday from 9 till 1 at Sullivan Hardware and Garden at 49th and Penn for booze and beers. Enjoy tasty food, cold beer, family-friendly games, and don't forget your costume. All at Sullivan Hardware at 49th and Penn.
Producer Kurt, in for producer Kylan, in for producer Carl, who is on assignment, making it easy for us this morning. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Here's what we're doing. It's time to play America's favorite game. And that game is, what is that television theme song? Here's how we play our game. Producer Caleb, in for producer Kurt, in for producer Kylan, in for producer Carl. He has selected a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. All those names got me a little discombobulated. And I have to guess what it is. But of course, we check in with Matt Bear. He is my phone a friend. Matt Bear, play that song again there, producer Caleb. Play that right there. Matt Bear, what is that theme song?
That's Robot Chicken, Tony.
Nicely done. Well played. Excellent.
Damn.
Good work. Good work. Good work. Good work. I also would have accepted the Gary Shandling Show.
That was a great show.
Oh, so good. So good. So far ahead of its time. Spectacular. Of course, this is the theme to the Addams Family. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. It's good. It's you did good there. Caleb's first day on the show solo, and he's right now taking deep breaths, saying it's almost over. But you don't want a Jonathan Taylor or A.D. Mitchell the thing. Don't fumble before the goal line.
Yeah. Well, hey, I chose this song because I feel like Kylan made it hard on everybody this week. So it's a Friday, wanted to give everybody a layup, you know?
Oh, so you thought you'd dumb it down for us?
I wouldn't say that.
You were at the goal line, Caleb. I just gave you the freaking warning. And there you're like, you know what? Before I go, hey, audience, here's the middle finger. I'm going to Thomas Carl Cook you. I think you're a bunch of dum-dums, so I made it super simple. Less is more, Caleb. Say it with me. Less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
Less is more.
That's the way, man. That's the... Poor kid. Why am I yelling at him? Kylan did make it impossible. She picked some very, very hard ones, but you did fine work, Caleb. It was good work. Not an easy show to put together. So well done and well played, and greatly appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And everybody, and Kylan and Kurt, who have all been in over the last couple weeks, really do appreciate you doing that. On Tony Katz today at noon, we've got President Trump heading over to Asia. It's going to be a multi-day trip, including the meeting with Xi Jinping. We will get into that. The tariff fight with Canada now in full bloom, with Canada putting out this video. Ontario put out this video, and they took the words of Ronald Reagan to do it.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker. And
so the Ronald Reagan people are like, yeah, you didn't get our authorization to use this. And Trump's like, what are you, nuts? Are you insane? No more trade talks. Have a nice day. Yeah, Ontario may have stepped in this. I think their argument was, we're going to change public perception. We're going to change how Americans think about it, and then they'll be angry with Trump. And it's just not the way it's going to work. Not in the slightest. So I will have more on that story as well. And then I had one. Oh, gosh, I forgot about Target. Just one more story in the story of I don't understand this economy right now. I don't understand what it is we're looking at right now. Target is going to lay off approximately 1,000 global corporate employees. They're going to cut 800 open roles. Oh, but everything's fine. Now, I put forth to you that if they can do the job without these positions, then they're in a much better position. And sometimes you realize that bloat doesn't provide you any value. It was listening to some people discuss the fact that, oh my gosh, look what Trump has done. He has cut 200,000 people from the government workforce. Woohoo! A little help there, Caleb, a little something, a little applause. Could you help me out there? There it is. Well done. Woohoo! This is great. 200,000 people that our tax dollars don't have to pay for? Fantastic. A large federal government is not the sign of a good federal government or a working properly federal government. It's not. It's the same thing with the political left. They look at a program and they say, look at how many people are on the program. That's the success. Wouldn't the success be, like, for example, if we have a program regarding food, right, and feeding people, wouldn't it be the success of the program be that we no longer have people who need it? It's not how they view it. And that's part of the problem. So the program always remains, and therefore the program has to what? Grow. But all these programs are always predicated on the idea of dependency on what? The program, which is to say dependency on the government. That is a fundamental difference. And I admit to you, I am exhausted by the idea of, well, all the parties are the same. I won't disagree that many politicos act the same and don't have a lot of not only our best interest, they don't have a lot of strength, they don't have a lot of backbone. But the idea that there's no difference between the two parties, that's nonsense. There is a difference. We should be honest about that. I think we should be honest about that. Oh, we'll get into some redistricting conversations because the fight is on that one. And it's not going away anytime soon. It isn't going away until they call the special session, which, yeah. When's that happening? I'll catch you guys at noon. Kendall and Casey are up next, and Matt Bear has traffic. Good work, Caleb.
All right, Tony, looking at the south side, it's northbound 465 before Kentucky Avenue. A vehicle fire is reported on the shoulder. Northbound 65 south side, stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split. That is a construction zone. East side, northbound 465, a little bit slow right now from Penn Pike up to East 56th Street. Inbound 69, looking fantastic. 5 minutes from State Road 37 to 465. No delays to tell you about at the moment. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Replace old floors before the holidays with Drexel Interiors and get a free pad with a qualifying purchase of new carpeting or luxury vinyl through November 15th. Go to DrexelIN.com for details. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And right now, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $349 per month. Or a new Tacoma, $289 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models, approved credit, plus tax tag title license, 249 dealer doc, RAV4 model 4432, Tacoma model 7540, 36 months, $29.99 due, zero security, 10,000 annual miles, 15 cents per mile thereafter, expires 11/2.
Indy, stop using the fall to paint year after year. Do what Lynn did. She called Rhino Shield.
It is a single-wide manufactured home. We moved from our home, which we had the Rhino Shield on. Rhino Shield was what we were going to do. That was no question. We knew we were going to do it.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating. It's not paint. It's better.
The Rhino Shield representative came, and we discussed what we wanted done. And this time, we had the roof done as well.
Now, you can have the 25-year guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Even the people that have been a little younger than us have said they don't have to worry about getting just an everyday painter because Rhino Shield has the 25-year warranty, and we truly believe in this product.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino!
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
It's JMV, and the fall sales are across the board at Miss M's Home and Garden this week. Visit the Garden Center for 20% off all fall annuals, including mums and interior fall decor. 30 to 50% off all container trees and shrubs in stock. 40% off patio furniture and 50% off pottery. Now is the time to take advantage of the remaining fall evenings and save. The friendly staff at Miss M's will help add the right touches to your home and landscape. Miss M's on State Road 135, south of Whiteland Road in Bargersville.
So with all the choices of where you could buy your furniture and mattresses, here's why you should purchase your new Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers or Flex Steel